Hi Chicken Gang and friends, it's 2021 and I wish all of you a good year. I want to kick this year off with ARKG, a Genomics ETF. You notice quite a bit of people now are talking about ARKG. So this is after me showing you I bought into this like months ago. Suddenly there is this hype into ARKG because Cathie Wood said this.
The biggest upside surprises are going to come from the genomics space.
Yes, it sounds all good, but I need to warn you if you buy into this ETF. It's not as simple as it sounds. Been covering genomics and since I bought into Illumina like so long ago and sold out months before ARK, I spent months of research and so I kind of have like the higher baseline here. It also helps when I have a lot of close friends in this field. But first, I would like to explain why this is super awesome and what genomics can do to help change this world. And Cathie Wood said it's the next FANG.
We actually think the next FANGs are in the genomic age.
If you are looking at the next Apple, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Netflix, there is no way this entire sector is going to 10 times. Most successful companies, the growth looks like an S-curve. From the proof of concept to scaling, this is the hardest hurdle. Getting past the hurdle, there will be exponential growth for the next few years and eventually they will reach the top of the curve. Depending on management, the growth can be consistent or a downward trend. Apple is a good example of consistent, a very conservative CEO making sure he doesn't screw it up. Or you can have complacency, companies like Intel. FANG is at the top of its curve now. Yes, innovations will still occur, growth will still occur, but I don't see the next like Windows, the next Google search engine. I do not see 10 times. FANG is a very good investment for the very conservative investor. Before I go on, appreciate a thumbs up. It helps a lot in getting the message out. At the same time, it helps out our furry friends. Thank you so much. ARKG is an ETF that consists of companies in the healthcare industry focusing on cures for diseases using very new innovative technologies like gene editing, molecular diagnosis, targeted therapies, etc. Imagine a day, the cure for diseases, cancer and STD. Yes, no more protection needed. This is going to be a massive game changer. I believe ARKG is the best way to invest in this sector. I remember researching into this sector. The research materials are so hard to find and mostly written in ways doctors and scientists would understand. So after months, it really wasn't sustainable for me unless it became my full-time job. This is my take. ARKG is no Tesla. Same goes for Square and Lemonade. These are great opportunities, but again, not a Tesla. I showed you my position sizing in my portfolio video. I'll link it up here. Those small positions, I'm mentally ready for it to go zero, but if the gain comes, it's going to be massive. So why do I think of ARKG this way? Take a reference to this COVID-19 pandemic. The whole world works together and we sort of like get the vaccines out in a year. Usually it would have taken over 10 years. So think of the journey all the way from stage 1 to human trials to approval. I really do not think it's going to be that fast, and in my opinion, at its fastest, if you look at the S-curve model I shown you, it's going to reach the top in probably 20 years away. So be prepared to do nothing for 20 years. On the bright side, instead of cures, I believe the focus should be on prevention. So I know quite a lot about cancer because of the multiple events that happen in my life. Look, most of us are going to die. So 30% die of cancer, 20% of lung diseases, 40% of heart diseases. If you look at how this happen, mostly it's due to some form of genetic mutation that causes these diseases. I'm not a doctor, but this is my understanding. All cancers start the same way, from local to regional. The third stage onwards is dangerous, commonly referred to metastatic or distant cancers. As the cancer progresses, it becomes exponentially harder to clear due to the spread. Current ways of screening sucks. Most of these ways are half a century old. I know this myself for sure, and it's also written here in the ARK's blog. I'll link this article below. If you find a cure, so what? Your target customers are a few. However, if you develop a super cheap way of early detection, hey, that's it, man. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Imagine for, let's say, $50, $100, a blood sample is taken and it could detect mutations that causes the problems. No need for colonoscopy and all other forms like of probing, X-ray, MRI, etc. Governments will make it compulsory for everyone to go through such screenings for a very good reason. Every person brings economic value, including Karens. Every person sick is economic strain on the government, from subsidizing hospitals, living expenses, and all the structure supporting this. It's nuts. Wrapping up, ArcG invest in a segment that gets me super excited. However, you shouldn't FOMO and rush into this just because you donkey. Think about your investment horizon, think about the time needed for this to scale and make it go mainstream. I think it's perfectly fine to make this part of your portfolio. At the same time, be realistic about it. Again, cheers and invest safe.